Good morning. Today we're at the Cincinnati Museum Center. It's a really awesome museum that covers many different exhibits. Today we're on the lookout for dinosaurs. Let's check it out. Now this is a huge staple here in Cincinnati. This museum is full of different exhibits. It's absolutely beautiful in there. It was built in 1933 originally as a train station. It was a huge breakthrough for Cincinnati. It closed passenger transit back in 1972, but reopened with Amtrak in 1991 and still runs today. So if you want to ride a train, might not visit that today. Today we're looking for dinosaurs. They have some really cool dinosaur exhibits. We're going to check it out. Wanted to do this today because really this place is absolutely beautiful, and it's going to be a rainy day, so this is a nice little thing to do. They've really outdone themselves on this place. Here at the top of the dome, they have a giant Omnimax theater, which they usually have like a lot of National Geographic type films where it really takes you into the picture, where they do a lot of putting you in the place of where they are. Like I remember they did Ring of Fire, which was surrounded around volcanoes. They've done the Deep Blue Sea, where they take you underwater and you see a bunch of different sea creatures, dolphins, sharks. Those are the two that I've seen over the last few years. I'm not sure what they got going on at the Omnimax now, but it is open, and we're going to touch on a lot of stuff today. As you climb the stairway here, there are a bunch of beautiful flowers that they line with this amazing water fountain here. Absolutely gorgeous. Also at night, this is all lit up right in here. Beautiful. As you come up to the main entrance here, they do require you to wear a mask. Keep your distance. Wanted to show you guys this awesome mural here as you come up into the Union Terminal, Cincinnati Museum Center. If you look straight up, here's the top of the dome. As you come in and get your ticket here, which is right at the front entrance, the part that I'm going to today is the museum part of natural history, which is directly to your right. One thing you want to note is that when you're coming to the History Museum here, when you're coming to the Cincinnati Museum Center, you do have to get a reservation, but they have one every 15 minutes, and it doesn't seem like they say that they don't ever have a problem getting people reservations. So you can come here, get your ticket, and then they fit you in the next reservation. So it could be like 15 minutes, maybe a half-hour wait if they're really busy, but not too bad. They got me in right away. Well, as soon as you walk in here, they have a Jurassic environment. This is a petrified log from millions of years ago. Pretty awesome. Also, right as you come in here, they have a little video where they kind of do a description of what this specific area is right here. And they have different lineups of things that were in the world years and years and years ago. Just got my membership here today. This museum is absolutely huge, so I'm not going to be able to touch on everything. We're going to look at a lot of the dinosaur exhibits, touch on that mostly today. And we're going to be coming here throughout the year. We're going to be covering a lot of different exhibits. Should be awesome. Right here, as soon as you walk in past the little TV there that gives you kind of a description of this area, they have some pretty awesome Jurassic bones of different dinosaurs. And it's a little description here of how they're studying skulls from different plant-eating sauropod dinosaurs? I guess that's how you say that? Okay, so the particular skull that they're diving into here is the Gallimimus, which is this skull right here. Boy, that is too cool. Give you guys a good top view. This looks like it might be not a T-Rex, I don't know, let's check it out. So something really cool down here right now is they have a tour guide that goes around, and if you have any questions, you just ask him and he'll tell you about any of the dinosaurs down here in this area. And very friendly guy. This might be a place where nightmares are created. This is the Daspletosaurus Horner. I thought this was a T-Rex when I first came up on him here. But I'll tell you what, this guy don't look too friendly at all. Rawr. I'm not going to record all the little readings here of everything, but I'll tell you what, no shortage of information here. Okay, so normally, on a normal day basis, obviously the pandemic's going on, but they'll have like skin that they'll put that what this dinosaur skin would have felt like. Wanted to point out these little guys. They are called Confuciornis. Compare this to a bird. Is this where a lot of birds came from? Who knows? It's kind of funny. Like I remember back when Jurassic Park came out, and one of the archaeologists, paleontologists, was talking about how some of these dinosaurs originated from birds. Well, if you look at this Archaeopteryx next to the skeleton of a chicken, there's the chicken. Very similar from millions of years ago to today. I'm going to go over a lot of this after I leave the museum. Some of the stuff that I've read I want to talk about a little bit, but there's people moving around in here and I'm trying to keep my distance from everybody. I want to show you this big guy here. This is called a Torvosaurus tanner. Really cool. So the tour guide here was telling me that this Torvosaurus here, this is the only one in the country, and it's 58% complete. I guess they're still working on him. Boy, he's huge. Here we got the Diplodocus spinal dinosaur. Got this really long spine, I guess that's why they call him that. Diplodocus. Well, they got some weird names. Man, this is incredible. Look at this. Such a big body for such a tiny head. This little tour guide up here, he has given me all kinds of great information. They have them all over the place. It's a lot different than it used to be here. I really love it. This guy's going around explaining everything, what year these dinosaurs were around, how they reacted to environments. I mean, it's really incredible. Also, this little globe thing he was telling me is kind of an interactive thing where you can see where in the world a lot of these dinosaurs came from. And you can actually mess around with it. I'm not going to touch it or anything. They do have a guy way back in here where he's coming around. He's wiping all these down as people are getting by him and everything. So I'm glad to see that they're taking every precaution necessary with the virus and everything. I have to say they are doing an absolutely fantastic job here at the Cincinnati Museum Center. They're keeping people apart. They're doing it in a very nice way. They're kind of explaining things to you about the museum as they kind of take you away from crowds and stuff. Excellent job. They have plenty of people coming around here, hand sanitizing everything, sanitizing all the stations, all the glass. Really nice. I feel really comfortable here. Get some looks at some really cool ancient fossils. Right here past the giant globe interactor. Look at that. That is crazy. Here we got this little guy. I'm trying not to get so much glare here. It's amazing that that's been fossilized like that though, isn't it? Also, that reptile that I just showed you right here that's been fossilized is called an ichthyosaur. And that is actually a 50, 60 million year old fossilized reptile. Okay, so I never remember seeing this before, but this is absolutely incredible right here. They have windows here where if you turn around from behind me here, let me show you where we're at. Okay, so we got the fossilized stuff right here, and we got the big globe up there. Dinosaurs are up there. You walk down this little ramp, and as we come back here, you have the Paleontology Prep Lab projects. And this, there's somebody working on something back there. Man, that is awesome. Also, right here next to the Paleontology Lab, they have a video that doesn't seem to have any volume on it here, but it does have the closed caption here at the bottom. And you can actually see how they do the work here with all the dinosaur bones. See a guy back here working on, I don't know, at first glance, I mean, this back here kind of looks like, this right here kind of looks like the head of a triceratops or something. Yeah, they're doing all kinds of good work back here. It's really interesting. Okay, well, I guess for the lizard and the fish fossils and everything, I guess I was a little off. 450 million years ago, a warm, shallow sea covered Cincinnati. And all these fossils are fossils that have been dug and brought up around here. That is amazing. They have really upped their game here. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful here. It's been a while since I've been here. Our remarkable collections deserve a remarkable gallery. That's what the future of Cincinnati Museum holds for our community. Boy, and they are doing one great job. Something interesting down here, which it's closed right now due to the everything going on, but they have a Neil Armstrong Space Exploration Gallery. So I don't know if this is just blocked off right now for now. I don't know, we'll have to find that out for later. Here's some of the projects that the lab has been working on recently, and they put some of their tools that they actually use to break away everything that won't hurt the bone. You see back here they got some acetonic. I guess that's what they have to spray on the fossilized stuff so they can scrape it away without damaging it. Too cool. And again, they have all these explanations that are all written out over everything that they do. Obviously, I can't go over everything today, but I am trying to touch on all the little notes and all the important facts. Purell hand sanitizer all over the place. Are you knee-high to an Apatosaurus? No. This is pretty cool. This is a unfinished Apatosaurus here, but they show you how they kind of diagram it out and how you can see where the pieces are missing here, but you can see the bones that they were able to salvage for this. See them here? They got most of the neck here. Some of the spine right here is missing, but then they have like part of the rib cage. That's where we stood to see how ridiculously tall this guy is. This kind of looks like a new space project they're working on. This is right behind the dinosaur exhibit. See, it says ready for liftoff here. They have it all blocked off, but this right here looks like some kind of energy exhibit. Something they use in space. Can't really see, they don't have anything written out about it, but yeah, it should be pretty neat when it's done. Okay, so this nice lady pointed me in the right direction. I wasn't really sure. Like you can see as you come down the ramp where the fossilized stuff is and everything, that's pretty much all the dinosaur stuff they have right now. They're putting more stuff in. Obviously the people in the lab, they're working on more things. It's really cool. I'm going to try and get some more photos of the dinosaurs on the way out. But I want to kind of come down here and check it out because there's some kind of Apollo 11 space exploration thing. So let's check that out. Just to kind of point out where I am, there's the Earth dinosaur interactive computer there. And if you come all the way down the ramp past the fossil exhibit, there's a lot more back in here that I wasn't sure was here. Meet Ipa, the Cincinnati rhinoceros. She is a big one. Pretty awesome. We're only going to do a select few things today. There are so many things to do down here. It's crazy. I'm going to touch on a lot of stuff. We'll be back, so if I miss anything, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. They seem to have a lot of these description videos pretty much all over the place. So not only do they have little tour guides that are coming around, little employees that are explaining everything, but you have these videos too. So really cool. This one's talking about the Ipa rhino there, and apparently they are endangered species. Now as we come up past the Ipa rhino there, we come up on this room that describes a lot of the things that they're doing around here as far as contemporary exploration, discover archaeology. I mean, there's just all kinds of things. Geology, whatever kind of science you love, they got it here. They have a cave, however, it is closed right now due to everything going on because of tight spaces and social distancing. I've been through the cave before. It's really incredible. We will come back to check that out. You guys will love it. Part of their explorer design here, they have a giant map of Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. Me and my wife were just talking about this. We're going to try and get back down to Mammoth Cave. That is a really awesome site. Most of it's all guided tours, which kind of make it cool because they really know what they're talking about. Pretty much this whole cave exhibit right in here talks about all the different sciences of the caves. This is an entrance into the cave right here. As you can see, it's locked up, but I can give you a good view of, try to anyway, how they formed this cave here. I gotta say, this thing's pretty amazing. I wish it was open. If you look down here, these are the steps. If I can get it here between the bars. These are the steps that lead down into the cave. And I'll tell you what, it does go pretty far down there. And what's really interesting about it is they have a lot of different little exhibits, like with bats and stuff that live in caves, different rocks. And I also see right here, they have a social distancing marker. So who knows, maybe they're getting ready to open it back up. And I'll tell you what, if at any time you ever feel lost, there are employees all over the place that know this place like the back of their hands, and they'll be more than happy to help you out. They've helped me out. Okay, so if we move away from the cave exhibit here, this is pretty much everything to deal with the cave. They do have some other stuff off to the right here we're going to check out on another day because there's just so much. I was wrong. I think we can go back to the Neil Armstrong Space Exploration Gallery. That's something I would love to check out today. Also, if you're handicapped, they do have an elevator that will bring you up to the top floor right here by the cave entrance, right next to the cave entrance. We're going to go check this out down here. The Neil Armstrong Space Exploration Gallery. Wow, just like that. Okay, so I know today we were only going to go over dinosaurs, but I mean, how can I not go over this? They have added an incredible amount of stuff since the last time I've been here. It's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend this museum. They're world renowned. A lot of people know about this museum. There are a lot of different things, a lot of different scientists where they gather a lot of information here, where they discuss things with other archaeologists all over the world. Man, I've learned so much in the last hour about dinosaurs than I ever have. This guy I was standing behind here, this is a astronaut suit that they would wear. I'm not sure. This is probably back in the Neil Armstrong era, but this is an exact replica of what they wore. Here's the radio mics that they would wear under the suit so they would be able to contact Earth. I guess they call it the Snoopy cap. When Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon, it was the equipment in his cap that sent those famous words back to Earth. The cap was nicknamed a Snoopy cap because it looked like a cap worn by Snoopy, popular cartoon character at that time. And again, we have a little documentary video here. Neil Armstrong right there waving at everybody. This looks interactive. I'm not going to mess with it today though. And then there's something where they go into all the different spacesuits and everything and how they work and how they function. Awesome. Here we actually got Neil Armstrong's NASA undercover spacesuit here. It says up here, the gasketed hole allowed medical instruments to track Armstrong's health. So I guess that would be this hole right here. Patches on the jacket give important information about the astronaut and the mission. Awesome. All this was the apparel that they wore during the Apollo 11. This is amazing. This whole exhibit down here is dedicated to Neil Armstrong and Apollo 11. I don't think I can even really get it on video that great for you guys. This is something you got to see in real life. Come to the Cincinnati Museum Center at Union Terminal. It's absolutely incredible. You got to see it to believe it. Okay, so this is interesting. Where they ask the idea, is space curved? Scientists refer to this attraction between objects as the mutual force of gravity, but really it is the warping of space. Try to wrap your mind around that one. And in that, they have this example of what it would look like walking through space. I'm going to try and get my foot on here. As you can see, it's kind of bending as I walk on it here. Bending the space-time continuum, one black hole at a time. This is too cool. Also, if you hit your foot down kind of hard, you can kind of see waves that go in. I'm not sure what these little ball things are. They're pretty crazy, but it shows you what it would look like if you're just walking through space, how I guess how it would translate in the science world. They have a very interesting section over here about the stars. How the stars and how constellations, how they were put together, how they were used for people on the sea to find themselves across the ocean, taking direction from the stars. So I want to point out right here by the constellations, they have an area where you can sit right here, and while you're sitting there you can stare up at the stars. Kind of goes over some different constellations and sounds like a rocket going off behind me. We have always looked to the stars. And over here where you can sit and watch how they're forming, like where you can see how the different constellations come into focus. Over here to the right, you got all the different moon phases. They talk about the moon and how it reacts to Earth, the sun, Earth's rotation. Man, just endless amounts of information. Too cool. And in here, they have the Apollo 11 actual, I don't know if it's actual footage, but they're showing of how they traveled off to the moon here. There she goes. This is kind of a surrounding screen here, where if you scroll around, they have different things happening on the screens. Kind of a surrounding thing. And then right here, they've got the moon. Kind of an interactive globe here. Show the United States there. Here's something interesting. This is all the speech and showing you when they landed on the moon. This is all part of that interactive surround screen here. Eagle is down on the moon. Okay, I get it now. So when they're on this screen, they've traveled to the moon, they're on the moon. Oh. Awesome. So since they're on the moon here, when they're on the moon on the screen, if you pan over here, this is supposed to be what they're looking at here back on Earth. And when the film starts over, this is actually the moon, and they show the Earth around the surround screen. Pretty awesome. Hard to explain. Okay, so that was absolutely amazing. I can't really explain that in there. That's something you're just going to have to come and visit for yourself. There were a lot of people starting to come in there, so I wanted to get out so they could sit down and watch the show. Maybe someday when there's not as many people. It might be kind of hard to see here, but before I leave the space exhibit here, I had to point out this moon rock, which it's encased behind glass here. So I'm trying to get it to where I can show you guys where there's not a big glare. Try it over here. There it is. There's a moon rock. Too cool. Okay, so through the actual museum there, the Space Center behind me, the space exhibit. If you come through there, the first set of restrooms that I saw, those are open right past the Space Center, so you know, it's a lot of stuff to go through, so it's good to know where the restroom is. Okay, so if you come through the Neil Armstrong Apollo 11 exhibit down there, you'll come up on this lighted hallway, and they got a little snack center over here in case you need a little bite to eat or something to drink. Also, it looks like they got a little gift shop. Let's check it out. Got some cool little art here. Not sure if that's for sale, but that bowl is. They got some really nice handmade purses here. I'm not going to touch anything. If I can see the price, I'll tell you what it is. But they got these really nice scarves. Really fancy. If you need a monkey, they got them. So one exhibit that they have going on right now is the Maya exhibit. It'd be cool to see a lot of Mayan stuff. They sell a lot of the books and stuff at this little gift shop down on the lower floor of Mayan books and history books and stuff that you can buy. A lot of different things. These different like wallets and different little bracelets here. Jungle of Stone, Forest of Kings. Too cool. On the other side here they have Maya the Expedition Guatemalan coffee. That's interesting. Okay. Got a bunch of these little art pieces here for sale. This is your thing. More awesome bracelets there. I see this blue one here's $35. Man, that looks pretty cool. All handmade. Okay, so if you come down past the little gift shop here, you have a recreation of old Cincinnati. This museum here has many different levels. One thing I will say is with the history part there of Cincinnati that I just showed you, that's the exit. So you have to go all the way back up to the top and go into the Cincinnati history part of the museum. We're not going to do that today. That could probably take up a whole video. I can't wait to do it, but I'm just not going to be able to do it today. I don't have the time. Also down here, they do have an escalator, so you don't have to walk up all these steps right next to me. And they have an elevator down at the bottom of the escalator. I gotta say, it's a little bit of extra walking that you normally wouldn't have to do, but I mean, they have elevators everywhere. I've seen 2 of them downstairs. One of them takes you all the way to the top, one takes you up to this floor that we're on now, and they have an escalator, but they're trying to keep all the traffic one way so that people are going the same direction because everything going on right now. It seems like this place goes on and on and on, just so much stuff. They have an Inspired by Nature, the Art and Activism of Charlie Harper, which I think would be a great exhibit to visit. We're gonna have to do that at a later time. And they have an Unfinished Revolution, Women and the Vote. That sounds like it would be something very interesting. Also, I wanted to point out here, right at the top of the escalator on the middle level here, as they point you up to the lower level, the Children's Museum is closed. They told me that the Children's Museum part is closed for right now due to everything going on. There's a lot of tight quarters. But honestly, everything here is for all age groups. So, I mean, I see kids going around here. They're loving everything. They're loving the dinosaurs. They're really loving all that space stuff down there. Okay, so when you're down here on this floor here where they have the Art and Activism Center, they have an elevator. This is where you would go if you wanted to visit the Art and Activism and the Unfinished Revolution with the Women and the Vote. We're going to do this exhibit later. We're going to head up to the top. I'm going to give you guys a good look in this elevator here. Man, it is huge. I mean, I know this is something that's probably not that interesting, but pretty cool. You gotta have a big elevator to move all those dinosaur bones upstairs. Okay, so as we came up the big elevator there to the top floor, we're back up here in the main center with the big murals here. And off to our left, we got the little snack area. We're gonna check that out. Getting a little hungry. Also at their little eatery here, the Chow Now, they want you to practice social distancing by ordering online. And you can scan the little picture there to come up with their menu. I wanted to show here, if you're ordering directly from the eatery here, you have to order on the little tab screen here, and you have to pay using your credit card. They are not accepting any cash. It's pretty nice they have a little restaurant in here. After you order, you come to where the dining room area is. They give you your receipt, and you find a table where you can sit and eat. Okay, so we're here in the eatery here. I just wanted to show you guys what I paid for the burger I'm about to show you. I got a burger, a salad, and a souvenir Union Terminal Cincinnati Museum Center cup. In total, with my discount, paid about $16. This was $16 well spent. This burger looks fantastic. This salad looks great. They give you all kinds of sides. This looks like some ranch there. Now normally, let me show you the cup here. Got the big Union Terminal Cincinnati Museum Center souvenir cup. They are not doing refills right now. But with my discount, this was, it came off of everything. Normally this souvenir cup is $6.99. Like I said, they're not doing refills due to the pandemic and all that, but nice place to eat in here. This with my discount would have been about $10. Now where can you get a burger that awesome looking and a salad like that for 10 bucks? Okay, so I came back outside here. I wanted to do a little food review. Food was absolutely fantastic. I wanted to take my souvenir cup out to the car here. I didn't want to haul it around with me while I'm walking around in there. Souvenir cup's awesome. The salad was fantastic. Everything's really nice. One thing I will say about this place, everybody who works here is really awesome. They're really nice people. They all come up to you. They're aware of everything going on. They keep their distance. They ask you if you need help or anything. Real nice people. The food is fantastic. There's a lot of options. One thing I will say is that you're better off probably to scan the QR code and order your food online, and you can go to the dining area and they'll drop it right off to you. The burger was great. The salad was good. They have a lot of different food options, and I feel like it would have been easier scanning the QR code, sitting down somewhere, ordering the food, and then just waiting for them to send it to the back. What you do is you order in the front if you're ordering straight from here, and then you come around inside the dining room, and that's where they bring your food to you. It's really nice. Nice dining area, huge. All the tables are 6 feet apart. They put little things on the table that say this table's been sanitized. You feel real safe in there. I can't say enough about this place, and you really can't beat the price. For $10, you get, they have hot dogs, hamburgers. With my hamburger, everything comes with a side. And I can't remember what the third option is, but you either get a salad, a bag of chips, or something else. But it's a great deal. For 10 bucks, you get that big burger I showed you and a side. That salad was great. Okay, so I figured I'd start where I left off. There's the lunch area, if you need to get something to eat. As we come to the right here, this is where you go if you're catching a train. They actually have the Amtrak train station back this way. This is also the direction you want to go if you're heading to the Omnimax Theater. Right now they're showing superpowered dogs. That sounds kind of interesting. And they have another exhibit back here, the Holocaust and Humanity Center. That sounds really interesting. We're not going to be able to check it out today, but we will be back. Also, where you would head back here to the Amtrak train station, right here, you go down these steps, right down here, that'll take you to the front entrance of what I showed you the exit of, the Cincinnati History Library and Archives, and the Holocaust and Humanity Center. So down there will be where you'll find like what Cincinnati looked like in the late 1800s. Also down that way you'll find the Amtrak waiting room. I believe you can go out to the ground where they have the trains to the platform. Again, we're going to have to save that for another video, but I just wanted to show that this is the way you want to go. Straight back to the center of the museum here. There's the front entrance. You walk straight back. This is the way to the trains and the Omnimax Theater. And if we turn from where you get to the train, we turn to the right here. We got the big gift shop right here. We're going to go in there and check it out, see what they got. To give you an idea, there's the natural history part of the museum that we visited today. And here's the gift shop, the history museum area where all the dinosaurs and the space exhibit is and everything. Wanted to show you out here in the main area next to the gift shop. They have all this local love stuff. Everything Cincinnati. Cincinnati postcards. Let's check that out. 11 bucks. That ain't bad. Here's the museum store part that's outside of the main gift shop here. Some toys for the kids. This is cool looking. Got all these little dinosaur toys here. Pretty awesome. Stepping into the gift shop here, they have all kinds of cool looking books. Cincinnati Revealed. That looks interesting. Here's an interesting book, the World War II in Cincinnati. That was one thing about Union Station here when they were transporting soldiers back to Cincinnati. This is where everybody came and welcomed the soldiers home from World War II. Over here they got a lot of the NASA merchandise. This is pretty awesome. Get your little space mug there. Want a dehydrated ice cream sandwich? They got them. They have got all kinds of space toys here for the kids. NASA's really doing pretty good at this museum here. Oh, that looks cool. Solar system model. Got a solar system puzzle. That's pretty cool. I'll be honest, everything in here seems like it's decently priced. Now, this is pretty cool. E equals MC squared, huh? That's an Einstein doll there. This gift shop here is massive. They have all kinds of cool stuff. Even good old Bill Nye. Over here by the counter of the gift shop, they do sell masks. Some pretty cool ones. There's a dinosaur there. They do have this cool space one with these really cool salt lamps. So they're made of rock salt. They light up. Pretty neat. Okay, so just wanted to point out, if you come all the way through the gift shop here, they have arrows pointing to it, but they got all these dinosaur toys. They actually have an arrow that says dinosaur toys this way. That's pretty cool. Even if you're not a kid, dinosaurs are always awesome. Got this little happy guy. Hello. They have a shirt of the skeleton I showed you before, the Torvosaurus, the one we thought was a T-Rex. Pretty big dinosaur. It's an awesome shirt. I might get it. This is pretty cool right here. They have a dinosaur skull excavation kit. Right next to the front entrance, they actually have a bunch of arrows pointing you in the right direction. They show you where the different concourses are, the west side of the museum, all the different, like the History Museum, the Cincinnati History Museum, the Newsreel Theater, all these different areas which are back on the right side by Omnimax Theater and the train station. You probably won't notice when I'm done editing, but I've been here about 3 hours now, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface. Okay, well that's going to do it here for us today. Man, I tell you what, the museum, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a lot bigger than the last time I was here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you subscribe down below. We're going to be doing this a lot. I got my members pass, annual pass, a lot of exhibits, a lot of stuff to do. I tried to get a lot down. I'm sure after I'm done with everything today, it's not going to be as much as I wanted to get, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment down below if you saw anything in the video that you want me to touch on more, or if you different exhibits you want me to check out, let me know. And with all that being said, I'm out. And remember, the adventure is out there.